Hello, it's me. So, impromptu video, because basically I ended up with a little bit more time today than I thought I was going to, which does not happen often. So I've been playing with this piece of with Hilda, and I might have got somewhere. So earlier on I disconnected all the coolant hoses everywhere and just backflushed everything, backflushed the hell out of it with the hose pipe. Not a fat lot happened, if I'm honest, except when I backflushed the radiator, the water that came out of it initially was brown and then it quickly went clear. I don't know if that could cause something. It could have been, it didn't look enough to block a radiator, but so I've done that. And the other thing I've done is I've bled it using the hose, sort of pressure bled it, if you like. There's a hose on the back of the engine, which is this one here. This goes to the, it's the bleed off above the thermostat, so it sort of bypasses the thermostat and allows the air to burp. And basically, oh look, there's a, yeah, basically it allows it to burp, and that possibly helped, but I've never done that before. I've never burped it that way before, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's been, as I say, it's done 2,500 miles. The only difference is that I've re-rigged the heater, but I've rigged the heater in a way that it would flow better, not worse. When I ran it before, the heater was disconnected. It was isolated from the circuit. I have now reinstated the heater, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to pressure bleed it again the way I did. Here's a little bit of footage from before when I was basically testing it, going, oh my god, it's working. I don't know if you can see it, but that radiator is starting to warm up. And the cooling system is starting to behave. Yeah, that's hot. So that's the engine temperature, that's the radiator temperature. Thermostat is supposed to open at 89. So it's doing exactly what it's meant to do there. Yeah, is it going to carry on? I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to, I will fill this a bit more in a minute. I've got my cock pump, which is like a little pressure, coolant pressure tester. I'm just going to try. I'm not completely convinced it's going to work, but we'll try. Right, so I've left that hose disconnected at the back. All I'm going to do is force water in through one of my bleed points here. Oh, before I do that, I need to open the heater valve, which I have to have the ignition on for. Stupid design. Who did that? Right. So that's the heater valve open. So I'm just going to force water through the heater until it spews out the back. And then that will be burped, basically. I'll wait until it tries to overflow here too. It's difficult to do it through it. Nope. Right, that has now filled up, and then I'll keep going until I can't actually see it, but until I hear it coming out the back there. Not that I'm going to be able to. Oh, I can hear it. Right. Right, there we go. So that, at the back, that hose is higher than everything here, so I don't have to run round and try and seal it up. Right, that's now bled, sealed at both ends. I fire it up and I warm it up again. It is stone cold, so it's going to take a while, but if it doesn't work now, if it plays silly buggers, I'll pull the heater back out of the circuit, I'll isolate it again and try driving it without the heater connected, but it should work, and it's bugging me that it doesn't. So oh dear.
One hour later.
Right, after some time, damn crank sensor, it wasn't the pulley at all, it's crank sensor, we're ready to go. So, let's run her up, let's find out. Fingers crossed. All right, we have got a bit of progress. The heater's warming up slightly, a lot quicker than it used to. So that's promising. I've got the engine fast idling. You can adjust the idle with that little thumb screw. Oh no, this is interesting, look. So the coolant that's coming back, because the heater, which is the glow plug light, because that's the closest thing I could find to a heater, because the heater's open, the return circuit is warming up quicker. Now obviously I'm not always going to be driving it around with the heater open, but to bleed the car in, burp it properly, that is probably the best way to go. What I basically want to do is run it up so the fans cut in and out a few times. But I've got the coolant hoses here, so that's the top hose and that's the bottom hose. The bottom hose is hotter than the top hose because the thermostat hasn't opened yet, but this is doing the heater return. So what should happen is when that gets to about 89, this should suddenly get bastard hot. Oh, we'll wait and see. I'm not going to be kind with it because I want to drive this to Scotland before they bulldoze what's left of the factory, and that's going to be tough. So the testing needs to be tough. So yeah, the radiator will be cold at the moment. And it is stone cold, but the heater return is here and that's going down that way, so that's cold there, or fairly cold, and then it's warm there. So at the moment it's doing this and bypassing the radiator because the thermostat on the engine isn't open yet. When it opens, that circuit should complete. Oh, why do we do it? Quite weird. So the return hose here is hot, but the one connected to the thermostat to the engine is cold. Strange. So in theory, if I put my heater on, which is this one, oh, it is blowing warm. Wow. Not very well, but yeah, that's blowing warm. I put this on there to remind me that the heater was on because I might not be able to hear it, but I'm going to get rid of it because you can tell the heater's on, you can hear it. Right, so we're getting near the moment of truth when the gauge on the right there hits 89, the thermostat will open. I mean, the thermostat will be starting to open now, slowly, but it won't open properly until that gets to 89. So I'm currently leaning on the top hose. This is real time. That means the heater is at 80 degrees. So, you know, I said it was working as it's meant to. That means the one on the left, to be honest, it won't change much. That means it's going to start warming up here. So this is cold at the moment. Oh, it's just starting to warm. If I make the radiator wet, hang on, we'll see when it fully warms up. Oh, there we go. It's warmed up. Although that could just be the residual heat from the heater return. Hasn't done it this side yet. Not warm yet. Let's see what the gauges are up to. Bang on, yeah, that's good. I suspect what it is the thermostat is probably on the brink of opening and shutting. It's kind of pinching, so the flow through the radiator isn't very quick at the moment because it's not that hot. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that is perfect. That's exactly what it's meant to do. There's the pressure in the cooling system. That at the moment, that cooling system is filled right to the top. 13 to 14 is that range it's just gone into. So at the moment it's at 13. This is the overflow, so when the cap releases, well, this cap won't release of course, so I've got to be careful. And always turn the revs down a bit. Oh, this is working perfectly. But my concern is this is what it did last time. Probably higher than a Hillman heater matrix is rated for. So any minute the coolant fan should come on. But we're still golden in here, that is exactly right. Oh, there you go, that's the coolant fan. So that's that. So now I just leave it for some time doing this and keep your fingers crossed. Well, the cooling fan's just cut out again, which is good, although I think I might have put a bit too much water in when I sprayed water in the front of it. Still steaming away. Temperature, or pressure, sorry, has dropped a little bit. That's good. I'm probably going to put a 7 psi cap on it, because all that'll happen is when the pressure cap releases, it'll just kick a bit down here. I mean, it has been doing something because there's condensation in there, but yeah, so the coolant fan went out. It'll be about to come on again in a minute, I expect. There we go. Let's watch it then. So the one on the left is the temperature coming out of the radiator, so that should now start falling because the fan's running. Although it won't fall that quickly because the heater's still open. If I shut the heater, it will. There you go. So let's turn the heater off. So now the one on the left should sort of get a fair bit colder. Should drop into the 70s. And the heater hose goes through the sill, so I've got a warm arse at the moment sat on the sill. There you go, coolant fans have just come back on, but the heater is now shut. Also, I know my charge light is glowing. I think that's an LED, so that might be causing some issues. I don't know what it's actually running at. Oh, that's good, 11.9 it says, 12. Brilliant. Oh, it's gone out, there you go. Well, that's behaving absolutely perfectly. That's exactly what it's meant to do. See, I'm not a total idiot. Right, it's been running about 15 minutes now. So far, no issues. Right, it's starting to go a little on the dark side, but it's behaving impeccably. Do you know what I think we need to do? We need to actually take Hilda on a test drive for the first time on this channel since its inception in 2021. Actually going to go and drive Hilda. I should do it quickly before it breaks. Right, we're going for it. The what's it? Engine cover's not on properly. Oh. Maybe we're not going for it. To be honest, it's making me fight for it because just now I couldn't get the rear window shut, the lid. So I'm having to fight. Oh, sorry. Do you know the last Hillman imp I drove was that one at the Great British Car Journey? Right. Oh God. Let's go. Quick before it dies. Actually out in Hilda. I apologise if the microphone goes nuts or the camera goes nuts, because the camera went nuts the other day on a test drive in another car. I mean, this counts, doesn't it? Even if I break down at the end of the road here, this counts. Don't like the feel of that. Why is it doing that? Well, that's going well, isn't it? What is it doing? So you couldn't have a good run in Hilda, could you? Oh dear. it. Let's go a bit further. I don't like these brakes. Right, here we go. There's no one about, so I can try. What's that about? Why have they got their lights on full beam? Let's just see if I can even let me open it up a little bit more. Don't think it will. The idle up a little bit. Oh, one of my side lights has died. That's good. So why is it kicking and coughing? That's really annoying. It wasn't doing that the other day. Stop it! Knob. Wipers are not in good health. Ah, right. What that is the wind turning the fans and making the light come on. Problem. the moment. It's actually riding quite nice. Apart from on that bit. Oh. That's just the rev limiter. So it's obviously something, load related, isn't it? That's annoying. It's a new problem as well. Wonder if it's that crank sensor. Right, so what's going on with this cooling system then? Let's just... Oh, they're both bloody hot. Let's have this fan come in and then cut out, and then I'm happy. Incidentally, I have a battery fitted that was recommended to me by someone in the comments, the Leok XR600. Well done, whoever recommended that. A couple of people did. It's really good. Better than that other piece of crap I had in it. There we go. I'm not even going to blip the revs or anything. I'm not going to help it. I'm just going to let it. This is if the water pump is marginal, then this is what it will struggle at. It will struggle to knock that back down again. The revs are down low. They're like 950 RPM, which with this cam in it is quite low. That's the hottest it's gone. There's a bit of a difference here at the moment. This is the acid test, the moment of truth. I think we're getting away with it. Yeah, it's gone out. Well done, Hilda. We'll call that a success. Why is the rev still there? Thank you. Oh. Oh. Well, that was unexpected. I did not expect to be going on a drive in this thing. Yeah, I don't know how the camera how the video came out. Sorry if it's rubbish, but yeah, that wasn't really the goal. The goal was to actually drive it, and it cooling system seems to be behaving. So at the end of that, really the only thing that's changed is I've backflushed the radiator, and what else? Well, and I bled it with a hose. I force fed it rather than sort of letting it naturally burp itself through the bleed points and things, which is what I've always done till now and never had a problem. But something's obviously changed. It's not the heater, because I took the heater out and put it back to how it used to be. Can't figure it out. Do I put it back on the Evans? I don't know. I'm probably inclined not to be honest, because it's just going to be a ball ache. Yeah, if I'm going on a long run in it, if I'm going on a run and I get any problems, if it's water based, it's easy to sort. It's just got water in it at the moment as well. There's no antifreeze in there, so that'll have to be changed pretty quick. Oh, look, another cat. You're on someone else's patch, my friend. Ooh. This one's not friendly, I know this one. It won't come over. It'll just be like, no, screw you. It goes over to the bin. But the bin is shut. So I can't see it really. Oh. Or is it in Vec? Oh no, there it is. There we go, that's odd. I'm just watching you, crack on. Yeah, it's not a friendly cat, that one. The black and white one's sound. Right, yeah, so that's about it. I think that'll do for tonight, because it's gone dark. Hilda lives just